Well, hello, fellow Toastmasters. My name is Johnny Randolph, and welcome to the Distinguished Communicator Spotlight section. Today, we have an outstanding guest. She is a recipient of the Excellence in Program Quality Award, a recipient of the Excellence in Marketing Award. She is a past district director for District 40, and she is the regional advisor for Region 6. Of course, I am referring to Miss Karen Isaac. How you doing, Karen?
Oh, well, Johnny, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for stopping by and agreeing to be a guest on the Spotlight Award.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, Karen, let's get started. First, what are the names or the names of the clubs that you belong to?
Okay. I am a member of the Mason Speech Weavers here in District 40, and I'm also a member of a club in District 11. It's called the Virtual Toastmasters Aspiring.
What made you want to join Toastmasters?
Great question, Johnny. I had started a new job in the legal department at my old employer,
Okay.
and I would have to give they did round robin for reports for our staff meetings, and I always just felt so intimidated in those sessions. So I just joined Toastmasters so I would feel comfortable giving my weekly report in those staff meetings.
Okay. Well, Karen, rites of passage for every Toastmaster is that icebreaker speech. Take me back to that moment when you were about to give your icebreaker speech and how you felt and what was the outcome of the speech.
Well, just like many people, I my palms were sweaty. I was so nervous. It actually took me about 2 months to actually feel comfortable to sit in the front of the room with the rest of the Toastmasters. I was always very nervous and sat in the back. So when I finally got the courage to do my icebreaker, I practiced and practiced and practiced multiple times. I wrote everything out, and I, like you said, like I was telling you, my palms were sweaty, and I was extremely nervous, but I got through it. And I remember I actually talked about running my first marathon.
Oh,
That was the that was my icebreaker story. I had always wanted to do that. It was on my bucket list, so that's what I talked about in my icebreaker. And I just felt so, just felt so great getting that icebreaker, completed.
I always get a kick out of hearing people talk about how nervous they were for their first
Yeah.
icebreaker. As Toastmasters, we have kind of two different roles. We have the communication or tracks. We have the communication track and we have the leadership track. And a lot of people, they go on to pursue, being the world champion of public speaking and professional careers in communication. And then some people take that leadership track. You're the region advisor, and we're going to talk about that a little later. But what made you want to pursue the leadership track?
Well, when I was in the club, I think I had been in maybe 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
and the current vice president of membership, she got a new job. So they said, I think you can, I think you can do the job. You can take on. There's only 6 more months to go. We think you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay. There were people that were have faith in me, and I felt like if they think I could do it, I can do it. So I did take the VP of membership job. I liked it a lot, and then the sky was the limit after that. I served another year as vice president of membership, and then there was a a time where we had elections and I missed a meeting. So I became president that year.
You missed the meeting and they made
I
you
missed the
president.
meeting when they had yes, they made me president, but it was a great. I didn't feel like I was ready for that step, but obviously the club did, and I grew tremendously in that role.
Okay.
And then just people having the faith in me and tapping me on the shoulder, saying they knew that I could do it. I just kept saying yes, and that's how I ended up on the leadership track.
You join, you become vice president of membership. Your club rewards you for missing a meeting by making you president, right?
Right.
You've given your icebreaker, you've overcome your nervousness, you're deciding you want to be a leader. Now, we know it is the club level, but there is so much more also outside of the club.
Mhm.
What made you want to pursue a position outside of your club level?
Well, the area director had come to visit and said that we needed some help with the area contest. So I said yes, sure, I'll help. And I said I've never done that before, but if someone's willing to show me, I'll do it. And then after that, someone again tapped me on the shoulder and said, Karen, I think you'll be a great area director. I'm like, oh, I loved it. I really enjoyed visiting all the clubs and meeting people and learning. And I ended up doing that role again, not back to back, not consecutively, but I did do the role again.
What you said you really enjoyed being an area director. What did
I
you
did.
enjoy about being an area director?
Again, just meeting the members, getting to know people outside of my club. I always enjoyed, like, for the area contest and division contests and the convention, the conferences. I enjoyed meeting other members outside of our club. And this gave the area director role gave me an opportunity to meet others and to see how other clubs, how their clubs, their club meetings are ran, and just gave me some great ideas that I could pass along to my club.
Well, you've made the plunge to move from club leadership to district leadership at the area level. What would you tell somebody who is contemplating making that decision?
But a couple things. For me, like I said, there was someone who tapped me on the shoulder and they thought I had the qualities for the role. And they said that they would be there to support me, which was great. They really were. And then there were other people that supported me as well. But if you're not ready to dip your toe totally into the pool and you just want to see what it's like, you can be an assistant, area director and division directors, as well as anyone in a trio role or district level position could always use an assistant or someone on a committee.
Now, the next role was division director. How did
Mm-hmm.
being a division director differ from being an area director?
The area director, you're in charge of several clubs, and there's a division director that gives you direction. But as a division director, this is like one of the first times I've actually had people that I guess you would call it report to me, and there was more of an emphasis on numbers, actually looking at the statistics. So it was another growth opportunity in leadership and to learn more about how to read the Toastmasters dashboard and how to motivate a team and and also mentor people.
Well, then what makes you want to make that commitment to being able to be on a 3-year track program to run the entire district? That can seem a little intimidating at face value. What made you say that, hey, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do well at this?
I have a passion for Toastmasters, and it has changed my life. It has had a big impact. I just wanted to join so I could feel comfortable speaking in front of my peers in a staff meeting And there were people who supported me along the way. And I really wanted to, one, grow as a leader in communications. And then also, I just wanted to give back.
You served as a regional advisor. What is that? Tell us what is, for the people who don't know, what is a regional advisor?
It was a role that I was exposed to as a member of the trio. When you become club growth director, even program right now, they've decided to add public relations manager as part of um, those meetings with the region advisor. But back in the day, when I was club growth director, I met the region advisor, and they were so inspiring that I'm like, this is the role I want. This person is just amazing. And each one that I've met, they just really, even some of the people that didn't support me directly, they were always so very supportive. So as a region advisor, my role is to support the trio and the public relations manager throughout their term in their role, making sure that they understand their role, some of the tasks and responsibilities. I coach, mentor, support them as needed. I also facilitate some of the district leadership training.
What do you think are traits that every good leader should have?
The most important thing is to listen, have patience. I mean, and listen to what the person's saying. I really enjoy people and getting to know them. And one of the one of the things that I used to do as a trio member is I always kept a little notebook in my purse. And when I saw those superstars in the clubs, I would write their names down. So, and another thing I would say is to be patient. Things don't always go as planned, and you just have to be patient and agile and pivot as needed. And I also would say have a growth mindset. Sometimes, we all have different experiences and we come from different places. And many times there's more than one way to do something. So be open and always think about ways that you can do something, maybe even do it differently, be creative, and just to be open to opportunities to grow beyond a box.
You've had a very stellar career as a Toastmaster. The awards, trio member, vice president of membership, president. You said you served on various chairs. What is the favorite? What is your favorite role out of all the positions you've had throughout your illustrious Toastmasters career?
Oh my goodness. I've done a lot, even more than what's there. And some things I can't say, but some things I can't say, but anytime I can have contact with the members, that is my favorite part of the role. And I know, like my current role, I'm usually supporting the quad, but there are opportunities where I can come and speak in front of the members, or special events where I have time to chat with members. That is my favorite part. So I know I didn't really answer exactly what role, but each role, that anytime that I have opportunity to have some one-on-one or just have some FaceTime with members, that's my favorite part of the roles.
Okay, we are approaching renewal season. It's coming up here on September the 30th. Uh, why do you continue to submit your renewal dues every 6 months?
That is a great question. I would say, as I mentioned earlier on, I would say Toastmasters has transformed my life. I owe my current job, I just started a new job recently, and I know for a fact that Toastmasters was the reason why I have the job. I had the opportunity to do a lot of communication and leadership and I was able to bring those skills into the role. And I'm sure that is the main reason why I got selected. So for me, whatever the cost to pay for renewals, it can't be quantified for what I've gotten out of Toastmasters. It has changed my life. I have witnessed how it has changed others' life as well. And, I will always be a member. I will always be a member because, if you get all that you get out of Toastmasters, then you'll never get out of Toastmasters. So I'm here. I'm a lifer, Toastmasters for life.
Thank you so much for your time, Karen. I know you are busy. I am so inspired by listening to you speak and look forward to speaking with you again.
Absolutely. Thank you, Johnny. This was fun. I really appreciate it.
Awesome.